versus the world. We may not be right, but we don't know what about. Versus the world. We don't fuck around. If we did, we found out we are drunks. Versus the world. We may not be right, but we don't know what about.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Drunks versus the World. I am one of your hosts, a third of the host, Justin,
I'm
along with
Lucas.
And Jason. And I'm kind of weirded out now. He said he's one of the hosts. He didn't say the host.
I'm trying to be nice. You know. Everybody knows who the real host is.
Yeah, it's me.
Like, the reason they're listening is because you know.
Okay, yeah.
Because their app is broken and it's the only thing that shows up.
It's on fucking loop.
God damn it!
I hate these guys. At
this point, it's just Stockholm syndrome, where these guys suck. But
they say they love me, and I believe them.
Right,
They're like the episode of Family Guy where Stewie is home alone and he ends up chaining Cleveland and Quagmire to the basement. And by the end, they're reciting the DirecTV menu.
Yeah, the infomercial.
Yeah. That's funny. That's what I think I do to Lenny. Lenny is my dog. Lenny is it's a Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, he really wants to come live here because it's more fun.
No,
that kind of is.
It really is.
What it
Raising
is
a dog is
yeah.
Stockholm. It's a Stockholm situation. Right?
So then, would you
be?
What about if you have a cat? So then, are you the victim of the stuff? Because cats are assholes.
Yes.
It's like a cat.
Yeah.
Cats are fucking jerks.
Because I just saw this meme the other day, and it was a picture of a dog and a picture of a cat, and on the dogs it said they clean up after me, they take me on walks, and they feed me. They must be gods. And then the cat says, basically the same thing. And it's like, I must be a god. Like, they wait on me. I must be a god.
Cats are fucking jerks. I hate cats.
Yeah.
I don't say I hate them. There's some I like.
I'm not a
It depends on the cat.
hater. Yeah, it depends on the
My
cat,
brother's cat, boy, Rip, R.I.P., was a fucking great cat. We called him the cat father.
Yeah.
You come to me this day at my daughter's wedding. And he was fucking. That cat was cool. Ate Slim Jim, spaghetti, tacos.
Sure.
Fucking curly fries. That little fucker. When he stole my curly fries, I could have killed him.
Lived at a ripe old age 7. With
Lenny, like my dog, he wakes up every day not knowing what's going to happen. It could be the worst day of his life going to the vet, or best day of his life going to the lake. Or
do you think that he maybe thinks that he's living like in the Twilight Zone? What kind of fucked up situation am I in now? Or a Rick and Morty episode?
Maybe. I don't know.
Poor Lenny.
You think a dog, I'm not a god, but Lenny might think I am a god. So it makes me think, like,
maybe.
Is there a god? Like, maybe dogs. I'm just a dog to a god above me.
Ooh.
Thinking, like...
Well, if that, we talked about what would happen if aliens came and they wanted to enslave the fucking human race, and Lucas was like, fuck, I'll go live there. I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah. Take me.
Maybe that's...
But, like, Lenny doesn't know what a dishwasher is. That's like must be magic to him. Mm-hmm. Just like something that we are not aware of is magic to us. Like
magic.
I don't know. Like, like there may what's something to us that might be like magic, like Lenny is to a dishwasher.
David Copperfield.
You know what I mean? Am I being?
No, I know what you mean. It's just hard to think of what that could be for us because
there's got to be
because if that's the case, then we're just genuinely too stupid to be able to comprehend it.
Yeah. Well, but that something like that exists for us, like it does for Lenny.
It's possible, but if that's the case, then he also doesn't treat us very well, and we should turn on his ass.
That's what.
Well, maybe I don't treat Lenny very well then.
No,
either.
see,
I don't know.
but he hasn't turned on you.
Not
He
yet.
likes it when you
Yet.
come home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we've never seen that.
Yeah.
We don't.
Another thought I had this week, like we worship dead people. Like, holy shit, he's dead. He's gone to another place. But really, it's life that we should be worshiping. Like, we're living. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like-
Like, it's
When they're dead, they're dead.
But
like they're not coming back.
more exclusive to be alive than it is to be dead. But we
very much
treat
so.
the dead like it's more exclusive than it is for life. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because when we like, oh, he's dead. He's gone to a place that we don't even know. But there's a zillion more dead people than there are alive people.
See, I don't think that they go. Like, I don't view it like they go to someplace beyond here. They're just no longer conscious. Whatever their consciousness was is now gone. Maybe it'll come back someday. Who knows?
Maybe,
in a
yeah.
different form, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
But we
there's-
worship like, holy shit, he's dead. He's part of this. Because we don't know what happened in the afterlife. And we're like, holy shit, he's dead.
right.
It's like an exclusive club.
I don't want to join that club anytime soon.
No. But the real club is life, really.
You know, I don't know. It's life, as far as I'm concerned, is nothing but the preparation for death. Mm-hmm. I mean, once you're born, literally the fucking clock starts now till you die. Mm-hmm. Anything in between, as far as I'm concerned, is trivial.
That's one thing they say about the Bible. It means basic instructions before leaving life.
Before leaving Earth.
Earth.
But that's,
Yeah,
I mean,
excuse me. Which it could
I'm
be
sure I could
fucking-
come up with something, to say like the exact opposite if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Well-
Basic instructions before, yeah.
What about what do you think what do you think would happen with religion if aliens do show up?
What will happen with religion?
Yeah, because as far as religion's concerned, we're the only.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
have to.
But even
just-
over time, I think religion, they're backing off some of the shit that has been said in the Bible.
Well,
I think even
they're
the
they're not backing off of it. They're just reinterpreting it.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because that's the one thing. That's the difference between most different religious sects as far as it comes to Christianity. You know, you have your Baptists, your Catholics, your Lutherans. You have this and that. You have all these different religions within Christianity, and the only difference is their interpretation of what the Bible says. And if I was to say of any time, I would consider myself a non-denominational almost, because
Agnostic.
no, non-denominational is just basically I don't believe in the fucking bullshit that the Catholics, the Baptists, the this, that, or anything. I'm more of, you know what? If there was God, there's a God. If there's Jesus, I really don't believe that he was divine. I think he was just mentally ill, and the people around him fucking believed it.
Do you believe in a higher power?
Huh?
A higher power.
I think so, but I don't know if that higher power is what the Bible would consider a God or a Jesus. I believe that it could be any one of the different fucking explanations, like a simulation, or maybe we could be a prison planet, for aliens, more advanced civilizations. Thought these fucking people are nuts. We're gonna drop them here. They could live there, and then we'll just kind of check on them once in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different things that we could be, and out of all of them, what these major Bible thumpers don't believe, which has been fucking scientifically proven, is evolution. Mm-hmm. Evolution is proven. There's bones and all this shit, fossils that prove that we are direct descendants of whatever.
Yeah.
Nope. I read the Bible, and the Bible said that fucking, there's Adam and Eve. Well, Adam and Lilith, and then Eve, and then
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
They just never think past like the whole Adam and Eve thing to, okay, Adam and Eve, they have sex and they have kids and then everyone is happy. But then, I mean, they have to keep going to get to more people. Like, so
Yeah.
what's the next step? Like, they don't make that connection.
Well, and that's the thing is that so
Maybe some do. I mean, that's
like
what
they
the
got
priests
that.
are-
You know, you have these people who believe that they're psychic, and they got these people that believe this and that and whatever. They believe that could be. Technically, we only use like 10% of our brain power.
I believe that that's just an urban legend. I don't think that's actually.
I think the Bible, it's caused too much controversy. I don't think we should put too much stock into it. Having said that, I think there is a higher power out there, or there is or was, but the heaven thing is what gets me. I think when we die, we die. I think
All it is
you can have a higher power and not have an afterlife. That's kind of what I think.
Well, they say that what the fuck? They say that if there isn't a God, then how do you explain the soul? Well, show me proof of a soul.
Exactly.
You know, okay, you can't. And what they do is they blame your consciousness and your personality and all this on your memories and things like that. That's your soul. No. There was just somebody that's maybe, like, again, maybe it's some sort of higher power. Could have been, again, a fucking alien life form that were just really good at
You don't think a soul is a real thing?
I don't believe that. I believe that there is a. It's hard to explain for me. I believe that if we did have a soul, it's an energy, and when we die, it just kind of that energy dissipates. They say you can't destroy energy, but you can. You can. I mean, it's split the atom. That's a fucking energy. They split that fucker, and all of a sudden it blows up half the fucking country.
Well, yeah, but that's just converting it from physical to actual, like, kinetic and explosive.
Do you believe in a soul?
And then it's no longer.
You don't
there.
believe in a soul?
I do not. I believe.
Soul brother, soul plane.
I believe. So I believe that. So first off, I once read, and they asked the question, or they explained it like this: that when you die, it's just going to be like it was before you were alive. Like it's there.
Sure.
You can't comprehend that.
Yeah.
And I believe that, like, the whole consciousness thing is more or less just a kind of an illusion of, like, it's a side effect of the ability for something to create memories. Like, and then that just leads to different levels of consciousness, quote unquote. And then it's all just sort of an illusion.
Okay.
And
I got a dumb question for you guys.
There's no dumb questions, just dumb answers.
This might be a dumb question.
Okay.
Does science address feelings? Any feeling?
Are you talking about a physical feeling or how you feel when, say,
emotional feelings?
I think it's
Happy, sad.
I think
What part of your body?
Your brain.
it's,
If you did a fucking scan, like,
it's all well, not
Feelings.
all, mostly it's the brain, and it's hormonal reactions. From an evolutionary perspective, like, anger can produce, like, in a warring culture or something, like, anger is probably going to be beneficial in some level, so that, survival of the fittest and things like that. So that's what leads to different types of emotion.
so it's just a chemical reaction.
Yeah, just
in the brain.
chemical reactions. And if it helps avoid danger or, not necessarily danger, just gives you any kind of an advantage in life, then it's more likely to, be passed
So,
down.
Any feeling we have, brain, heart, or am I
Just
is it
brain.
Just brain?
Yeah, just different
when they
hormones in the brain.
So when they say, somebody says, "Hey, my heart hurts because of what happened." That's just a feeling. That's just not a feeling. That's a saying. I mean, your heart doesn't literally hurt. You may have that pit in your stomach,
Sure.
where it's that is a physical manifestation of your being overly emotional over something happening. Say like a parent or a family member passing away. You'll have that. You feel empty in your stomach. That's your body's physical reaction to something like that. And so when you say you feel your heart feels empty, well, it's not your heart. Your heart doesn't have that type of
Capacity.
Yeah, everything comes. Your brain's going to cause your body to feel a certain way. Your brain, everything comes from there. I mean, if your brain was,
brains are fucked, man.
yeah. Their brains are fucked.
I can't control it.
Well,
yeah, that is kind of a weird thing to like grasp or to wrestle with. Like, there's only certain things that you can actually control. Like, but I'm me. Like, I should be able to do anything. That if I'm just my brain, why can't I control everything?
Yeah,
but you wouldn't.
There's your brain, and then there's something else. There's a struggle there. I shouldn't even say a struggle.
No, I think it's just the brain.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just the brain, but you would have more control over it. Like,
what do you control over what?
If I said I'm not drinking tonight, and then like, all right, I'm drinking tonight. There's something inside of me saying, all right, I want to fucking drink.
That's you. Is
that another part of my brain, or is that something else inside of me?
It's your decision making portion or whatever. I mean, I don't know what the fuck you call it, but I mean, like me, you know what? I wasn't planning on having a beer tonight until you said you wanted to record tonight. I'm like, fuck, I guess I'm drinking beer tonight.
Was that your brain or something else inside of you?
It was me.
Yeah,
was that your soul?
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh no. Your soul doesn't control whatever you fucking do.
You guys both watched Breaking Bad, all of it?
Yeah.
I watched.
Remember that scene when they're like breaking down every piece of part of the human body, and they're like, all right, this percent water, this percent this, percent that.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's missing? Well, the soul. The soul. And they're like,
Who said that in Breaking Bad? I don't remember that.
It was Walter and one of his
was it a student?
Associates.
Oh.
Yeah.
So your brain works off of fucking chemicals and electricity. There is no physical proof of a soul.
Yeah.
But there's something missing yet. Like, if you break down everything that's made a part of you, it doesn't make up 100% of you.
No, I think that's just people kind of projecting
maybe
onto it.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Ultimately, it leads down the rabbit hole to the whole like free will thing. Like,
am I making? I was trying to say about the beer thing, free will.
Like, am I making this decision, or does it only seem like I'm making this decision? But actually, it's just a chain of every single stimuli, and then goes down to a subatomic level that is ultimately in some sense random.
Yeah. That's, you may be right.
It could be the same again. Destiny.
Yeah, goddamn it! I want to fucking believe in a higher power. And you guys are fucking me over.
I was destined to have this beer tonight.
Yeah.
You were destined to have that beer tonight.
I was destined to go to the Empire and fucking...
Yeah. You were
just emotion in general. Well, I guess that's brain related too, but...
it's all about, again, free will. And I think that wasn't that the reasoning with the actual problem between fucking Lucifer and God, supposedly, was that he loved us so much, he gave us free will, and so that the angels revolted because of that.
Yeah.
And he was it pissed him off, so he's like, fuck it, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna create a new place better than heaven. It's gonna be called a hell, where I'm gonna torture these fuckers who,
That's just like, if this is fucked up.
You have every right to believe in a fucking higher person like God or whatever if you want to.
If you do, you guys believe? You don't probably believe in destiny.
No.
Destiny?
I do. Like I said, I was destined to drink this
So,
beer.
like, if you believe in destiny, you would have to believe rapists were born to rape.
No.
You don't think they had that choice to
They
not
chose.
rape?
They chose.
But that was their destiny. I was born to.
I think you're looking a little bit too. You're looking at the difference between free will and destiny.
Maybe
They chose to do it. They chose to physically assault another person, and how would you call it? Not sex was supposed to be fucking considered something between a man and a woman that was literally just for procreation, but just for to have a child. It wasn't made for,
Claim the religious people.
right.
But that's where I think, like,
And
we're just here to it's fucking random.
it could be.
I don't fucking know.
I don't think that it was a what do you call it? What you said, destiny for him to rape that fucking woman or man or that person to do whatever they did.
Yeah, but
I
people
think
that do believe in destiny, well, you'd have to think that destiny was for some person to.
I think destiny is
Commit a crime.
there's too many definitions of it.
Yeah.
You could be destined for better things. So, like you hate your fucking job, you hate it, but maybe this
I
is
hate it.
part of your journey or destiny to find that you're something that you want to do or more passionate about.
Right.
You know,
But how can you say that about the person?
the rapist, because that's free
being
will.
raped. Oh, your destiny is being raped.
Oh, that person that got raped. Oh, that wasn't their destiny.
Right.
That was against their will. That's not pushing their. Sorry, honey, you're gonna get fucking ass raped
It's
without your
destiny.
permission.
That's what you were here for.
You were here to be
do.
fucking. No. I think if you talked to the fucking the person who got raped, that they would tell you different.
Well, yeah.
You know. Oh well. I mean, not oh well,
Oh well.
but
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just spitballing here.
spitballing.
Spitballing. Yeah.
It happens.
And I'm drunk. Sorry, guys.
No. Hey, we're drunks
It
versus
is
the
drunks
world.
versus the world.
I mean, it's almost your destiny.
Is it my destiny to be here right now?
Maybe.
Fucking
Maybe.
talk about destiny and
So, is it our destiny to want to throw our PlayStation 5 out the window because the new fucking Helldivers missions really suck?
Maybe.
I only played it that one night.
Yeah, last night was the first time you played in over a
bugged.
week.
It was bugged. Yeah.
Oh, God, it pissed me off. I was so fucking mad. Like I said, I failed that mission 3 times before Lucas came on. Mm-hmm. And then Lucas came on and we dropped it. We went in a certain level and it was worse. And then we went back and we dropped down to an easier level and that's when you came in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were actually, on that one, I think we were going to actually complete it because we had found a decent strategy.
Yep.
It was working.
We got 1 out of 3 locations taken care of. We were going to the second one and we couldn't call down the stuff that we
Yeah.
needed.
Bugged.
Yeah.
The other thing is the mission is like, it's completely broken in that you can't actually successfully complete all of the objectives because there's supposed to either be a side objective or these 3 drilling things are sub-objectives of a larger mission, but it's like broken, and so the other part of the mission you can't even do, and so you technically
You're
get
fucked.
like you can never get a fully complete mission, essentially.
Well, and that's the thing is so here's what the major order states to blow up the planet. How much do you? Where's the cutoff point where you pass it and you don't pass it, or you fail it or you do? You know what I mean? That's where I don't
They didn't
understand.
really explain that, right?
No, all they said blow up this planet. Okay, so how many times does this mission have to be done in order for that to happen?
Yeah.
That's the thing. There is no explanation of that part. I don't think.
So it's because right now the every planet has a certain reinforcement rate. This is stuff that they don't tell you in the game, which is really dumb. And right now, the one that Meridia, the one that we're on, it has such a high reinforcement rate that it's like impossible to make any progress. So there's no progress bar on the mission right now. Unless you go to the actual like map, overview map, and then it's just an empty bar. So right now, every mission that's being completed is slowly reducing the reinforcement rate until eventually it'll get so low that we'll start making progress and you'll see it on an actual bar.
I seen this post on Reddit. This guy fucking telling everybody, "Oh, you need to shut the fuck up. This mission was supposed to be not quite end game."
Yeah, I saw the post too.
And this guy's like, "It's supposed to be hard, blah blah blah. It's supposed." No, even a dev said that there's a problem. So I don't know who you are who said it. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Is it supposed to be hard? That I can handle. I can handle it being hard. Can I deal with the fact that they made it to the point to where it's impossible to fucking do even with 3 players, 4 players? So when they said that they rolled back the spawn rate, I don't think they did.
Yeah, I don't think they have yet. I think they're just planning to.
Especially after the shit we went through today. We were on a different planet and everything. And we were getting over 600 kills just doing our regular side missions, maybe a couple of nests, and doing the regular missions. And we were getting over 600 kills. That's not normal for...
Not for us. Normally it's... Yeah. For 2 people, it's normally like maybe 200...
each.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were getting 600 total, and that was...
Yeah, so it's like 50% more than normal.
Actually, between 600 and 650 total for 2 of us. That's not fucking normal.
No.
No. And Lucas, and they were... Normally you could tell, like, you'd see, oh, shit, okay, here's a breach coming right at us. And then... the breach would be maybe a little bit smaller, but we'd have like 3 fucking patrols, big patrols coming behind us. That usually, we're usually pretty situationally aware of what's going on around us. We passed them. I mean, we did it, but it was like one time when we actually, I think it was the second mission, the one with the oil, we were extracting, and holy fuck, you just looked right below where we were leaving at. And there had to have been another 50, 60 more fucking bugs coming. And we're like...
Yeah, it's just a field full of bugs.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, we passed it. And then we might have figured out a good way to do those defense. The ones where, they drop us. It's not one of the... Explain it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's just the small map where all you do is have to kill bugs until it tells you to stop.
Yeah. Eradicate the bugs.
Yeah.
So... what we were doing is, and we've tried it before, but we did this a little bit different. Lucas grabbed a fucking Tesla tower, threw it in the middle of the map. I dropped an HMG. I dropped the fucking, what else did I drop? Both of the mortars. And then Lucas brought down a fucking cannon.
I had the autocannon, the Tesla tower, and then the Gatling.
And then we sat there, and it... piece of cake. We just fucking rolled right through it. Nice. We're like, hell yeah. We were done in less than 6 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, we tore through it.
Pretty good time.
Yeah, you guys are at level 60 now. I feel bad. I'm 50, like 2, 3.
Dude, no, you're at like 54 or 55.
Yeah, I thought you had just hit 55.
Yeah.
Dude, you've had a rough week.
Fuck, man.
And I know we're not don't want to talk about it, but you had a rough fucking week at work, so
dude,
you not wanting to fucking bad. You just wanting to just decompress and hang out with the dog that hates you, and
well, then to top it all off, your fiance died.
Yeah,
yeah, my fiance died. Everybody died.
Your fiance
died. Your mom died. My dad died.
Who?
No, I'm just,
I don't know.
Oh, you know who? Was it Michelle Obama's mom died?
I saw that, yeah.
So it was
R.I.P.
Were you banging her mom?
No.
No.
I did kind of want to have a civilized conversation about what's going on with Trump. If we can have that. If you don't want to do it.
Guilty
that's
on
fine.
all 34 counts every day.
And there's a good chance it'll get reversed.
I don't think there's any way they can. I mean,
what the judge said to the jury before they went in there could very well constitute jury tampering.
no,
It can.
So he gets
what the lawyer
sentenced
said
on July 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going to appeal, but the appeal, I mean, it doesn't affect what's going to happen on July 11th. The appeal can't they're not going to delay the July 11th sentencing.
I don't believe so.
No.
Correct.
Yeah, he'll because
I think he's going to get some jail time. I really do.
I think he'll get civil penalties.
I think there was even some federal prosecutors and shit said that chances are he'll get maybe probation, pay a huge fucking fine.
He's a first time offender in the legal system.
Technically, yes. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, here my whole feelings on it are it's fucking hush money for banging a fucking porn star. I think is a pretty fucking shitty thing. Now, a lot of it had to do, they brought into the fact that he was inflating what his assets are worth. He's not the first fucking person to ever do it, and he won't be the last.
No.
So, but he got caught. I'm not going to say it was a witch hunt because it doesn't fucking matter. He got busted. It happened. He got caught.
Right.
Now he's got 32 felonies on it that you never know if it's going to stick. I mean, they could drag this out for.
Oh, that's what the plan is.
Yeah.
Make it miserable for him, but
Right.
I like you said, 32 felonies. That
was it 32 or 34?
34. I don't know if they were. I don't think they were all
jail
felonies,
time.
but
They said they were.
I only saw the.
So is it up to the judge?
Well, and there's guidelines that they
have to follow.
Yeah, and it takes into account first time offender, all different. It's very convoluted.
But it's basically up to one person.
He's
what he's going to be.
But then the reason that they have these guidelines then is so that he can't just say, "Oh, I don't like this guy. I'm going to throw the book at him," because then the appeals courts will look at it and say, "Well, this is completely out of line with other defendants in similar circumstances."
But the appeals court is at New York too. Then.
What'll happen is that his lawyers are gonna go and come up with a fucking deal with the prosecutors, and they will more than likely bring this to the judge. And if the judge approves it, then there won't be any fucking appeals or anything. If they can come up with, I think if Trump's lawyers are to avoid prison time, give him a huge fucking fine and whatever else, then he might just take the fucking deal. That's where shit is going to get a little murky, because then they're going to be like, well, can he run for president? Are they going to fucking bend the rule for him? Because if they bend the rule for him, we're not talking just because he's Trump. You're looking at constitutional fucking issues with this fucking with that. You can't. Most felons nowadays, they said back in the fucking, up until I think sometime in the 80s, maybe even later, they kind of switched it where if you were a felon, you couldn't own a gun, you can't vote, you can't do this, whatever.
So, somebody explain to me, what are the 34 counts? Is it just account for every payment he made to her?
I think so. There's a lot of each individual transaction would be a charge. Then
is that where is it 34 transactions? That's where.
But then there's going to be other things dealing with it, because some of it was because it was in violation of campaign finance laws, is what it stems from.
Right.
So I don't know what
that's what fucking gets me.
I think that has to do with the campaign law thing. I think wasn't that more of the inflation of his assets, because I don't think that had anything to do with.
No, I think technically those are separate. So
because he paid her back in 2016.
Yeah, so it's a campaign issue, because they paid her with campaign funds and didn't explain
properly disclose them.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
It was a whole.
See, if you want to convict it, like the January 6th shit was bad. This shit.
He did tell him to go home and be quiet.
This shit is just irrelevant to me.
Yeah.
The Stormy Daniels shit. But that's what they targeted him for.
It's because it was done with campaign money and because it was done to benefit his campaign by keeping them quiet. Because if those stories had come out, that's at the time everyone thought that would affect his.
Right. If the stories had come out, I don't think it would have affected him.
Those are the difference.
So
that's
either.
the difference also between the Clinton hush money.
Yeah, with Paula Jones.
When they paid her off, I don't believe, nobody really fucking knows. I guess maybe nobody dug into it. Maybe there was campaign money involved.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's
his whole fucking life is campaign money. I mean, Jesus Christ.
You know, I agree as far as the whole.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for him, but like, it seems like bullshit.
Yeah, but hey, you know, anytime something comes up about any president, not just him, any fucking president that had any type of, to me, I'm not gonna say just because of it, but there was a lot of fucking bullshit that came up with other presidents that didn't get pushed as hard, but there was. Look at Nixon, that fucking guy.
Yeah.
He fucked
but
up.
Like, I don't want to get
Kennedy
I don't want Trump to get elected again. I really don't.
I don't either.
Get ready for it. It's gonna happen.
There's a scenario out there where he sits in jail and he gets elected.
Yeah,
it's just fucked up.
And they think, there's the scenario. They think that if he does get reelected, that he's gonna pardon himself, and you can't.
Yeah,
First
it's
of all,
never
you
been tried before, so
you have to go through a request through your fucking this and that, whatever else. There's a fucking, you have to apply to get fucking for that shit.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not gonna lie, I tried to do it with one of my DUIs. my grandfather apparently got a reprieve once from I believe it was the state.
Yeah.
And then so when I tried it, I'm not shit. Yeah, I looked it up and I talked to somebody, and you have to file for it. I think it's clemency or whatever it's called, but yeah, is what it is. The guy fucked up. He made a mistake, dumbass, and his fucking as far as I'm concerned, his whole business life is a big fuck up.
Yeah.
Was he business smart? Maybe.
He had smart accountants.
A lot of fucking. There's a lot of billionaires out there that do shit under the table. He just got caught because he was under the microscope of being the most powerful man in the world for 4 years.
I think every conviction that he gets and has gotten is well deserved, because if it was any of us, they would throw the fucking book at us.
Oh yeah, they would
definitely.
But why don't we throw the book at Nancy Pelosi for?
They should go after every single fucking politician that has ever done anything remotely illegal.
Yeah, she trying to say that there wasn't any insider trading. My husband works in that era. Okay, well, your husband is the one who got the info.
Well, and the problem is that even if she just said, yeah, it was insider trading, that's not illegal for Congress people. They specifically made that legal for themselves.
Wasn't it like within the last few years they did that?
Yeah, maybe early 2000s or something. I don't remember.
That is such a...
They're just all so unlikable. Trump, McConnell, Pelosi, they're all just so unlikable.
Politics was never meant to be a politician was never meant to be a career, they said. And it was never an avenue to become wealthy.
Yeah.
And look at them all.
Yeah.
Except for that dipshit in fucking New York. Santos, was that who it was? That George? Not George.
Yeah, George Santos.
Fucking idiot.
Well, he's basically banned from it now, right?
He couldn't get an apartment because he had too many evictions on his fucking record. Yeah, he was using campaign funds for hookers.
Yeah, he's a career petty criminal.
Yeah,
and nobody looked into this guy.
Yeah, and somehow
during the campaign.
He somehow got elected.
Yeah, it was a senator, wasn't he, or congressman?
He was from the House,
Texas.
No,
New York.
He's in New York.
Like the person that was running against him, had they done any opposition research on him, they could have just destroyed him. But
and now he started a what's those things where you can
he's doing cameo.
Oh my God.
He thought about doing doing an OnlyFans, but it was his platform was going to be like a podcast type of deal, where he would put out content, but it wasn't like porn and shit like that. Fucking dude, I mean, give the guy credit. You got to give him credit. Somehow he fucking suckered enough people to
his
get
way to the top briefly.
Good job there, brother.
If he would have actually made it through, I don't think he made it through his full fucking term. But if he would have, I don't know if they would have. If you make it through your full term as a congressman or a House representative, you get
your
paid
benefits
for
and
the rest of your life.
Yep.
But I don't think since he didn't make it through, I don't think that applies to him. Because he got impeached and got fucking thrown the fuck out.
I do think this makes Trump stronger. I really do.
It's tough.
I think this just...
It all comes down to independent
It
voters.
does. I think
it really does.
Will be like, this is bullshit.
However,
because
it's not going to affect his supporters. It's not going to affect the people who are already against him.
Right.
It's those...
This does seem like a fucking inside job, this whole trial against Trump, whether you like it or not.
You know what? I'll agree with
At
that.
At least to me it does.
I mean, Lucas...
I think he just made the mistake that anyone in that kind of position does, is put himself out there too publicly and just invited the scrutiny. And then people start looking into it, and they can pull so much together based on public information. And then once that's out there,
he was hated by obviously the Democrats, even though the guy was a Democrat up until what 1990 something.
He made donations to Democrats,
and then he literally stated that he was switching to the Republican Party. But so you got the left that hates him. You even had 30% of his own fucking party hated him.
Yeah,
and all this. So I mean, do I believe that it was a lot of the shit that's going on with like anything with him, an inside job? I believe so. Does he deserve it? Again, like you said, Lucas, any politician that did anything illegal, wrong, whatever, should be fucking should go to court too. Because if you, Lucas, did it, Justin, if you did it, if I did it, we would go to prison.
Yeah, I keep seeing so many people saying, "Oh, if they can do this to him, they can do this to you," and it's like, no shit, they would do this to you in a heartbeat.
That's where I disagree.
Wouldn't even be, this wouldn't even be a question.
I disagree with you on that.
If you committed those crimes, they could absolutely.
But I think those crimes have been committed by.
It's just
using finance, campaign money for shit that you're not supposed to. I think.
Oh, sure, and they should all go down for it.
Yeah,
it was just like his was. So everything about him is so public.
It is,
and like it just invites people to look into the things that you say.
And unfortunately, that's his own fucking fault because he loved the spotlight.
Yeah, it's harder to keep your crimes.
He's
hidden.
the most narcissistic person I've ever seen.
You know, and majority of the fucking again Pelosi and all these other fucking guys, you can't tell me that there isn't a ton of quid pro quo going on.
Oh, that's all lobbying is, and somehow it's legal.
Yeah, but you can't prove it. And I mean, so you gave $5 million as a oil executive to somebody on the Energy Commission, the speaker on the Energy Commission, and now all of a sudden he was able to get, say, Biden to open up drilling in Texas. Allow more fucking leases to get made for oil drilling in Texas. But why not North Dakota? Oh, well, because the lobbyists for, say, the Energy Commission in North Dakota didn't float him as much money, so...
Sure.
This is why the Citizens United decision from, I don't remember, sometime in the 2000s, but is such a bad thing, is because it allows anyone to skip around the campaign finance maximum contribution limit, which is like 54 or 3,400 or something. Instead, now you can funnel as much money as you want through super PACs and just corporate donations.
Yep.
And that's what makes lobbying so effective. Like, if they banned that kind of donation and made it only individual donations are allowed up to $3,400, that's it. This would solve lobbying pretty much entirely.
But look at like these dinners that these politicians will go, oh, you're invited to come to this, and it's $500 a plate. You gave me a chicken breast with some fucking asparagus and scalloped potatoes. That plate cost you guys probably $12. I'm paying $500. Where's that $488 going? Oh, well, obviously you have fucking, say, 50 people at this place. That's a lot of fucking money. And those things are going on over and over and over. You're Clinton. Now they were charging $500,000 per appearance.
All right, predictions right now. Who wins November? Not who you want to win, who you think is going to win.
I think Trump is going to win.
My brother Dan Bartlett, that's who I'm voting for.
Who do you think is going to win?
I would say, honestly, you want to know who I think is going to win? Biden.
Really?
I do.
I hope he does, but I ain't voting for him. He blew it, and I blew it. I think the Israel-Gaza stuff, I think he is really hurting himself with young college-age students, and I think it's going to bite him in the ass.
I don't think college students matter in this, honestly.
They're 18 years old. They can vote.
But they don't vote. Young people don't vote.
Emma can't wait to vote.
They don't in general, but it is steadily increasing, and the younger generations are getting more political.
Yeah,
they are, but historically speaking, they don't vote. Young people,
and that's also part of what's going to kill him, is because he's not giving them a reason to go out and vote for him.
Sure.
So
you got that David Hogg from what was it? What high school?
It was Florida.
I don't think it was Florida. It was.
Oh, is he that kid with the
one of the shooter? What he was in the.
He was the spokesperson.
Big
anti Second Amendment kid. Which, in his situation, I can see why. But he's going to college, I guess, for political science. Good for you, buddy. You know.
That's what I wanted to go to school for. Man.
Political science. Yeah. You gotta go law school. Then I think
vote for me, man. Vote for Justin.
I'll vote. I told you, I'm voting for my brother.
Don't vote for me.
My brother was in the military. That's why I'm voting for him, and he's my brother. There's a lot of senators that came out of fucking that don't know shit about politics. That fucking went straight. They're veterans, and they got fucking voted into the House or in the Congress, whatever. Actually, did some pretty good shit. They did very well. Some of them are idiots, but some. I think that Santos, he would claim to be a fucking veteran, and he wasn't.
He did.
Yeah.
He claimed to be Jewish, too. And then he says he meant it as Jew-ish. So he's he's a little Jewy.
I'm glad he's kind of out of the picture now.
Yeah.
Some of the
you guys laugh at me. You laugh at me.
For what?
Robert Kennedy.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, but...
You never know.
Especially, they're going to...
If he gets on the ballot on every state.
But if he gets into any of the debates, they're going to rake him over the coals about that brainworm.
Oh, I disagree.
About that what?
The brainworm.
I think
that ate part of his brain.
He's the best debater, though, out of all of them by far.
I disagree. I think they'll both eat him for lunch.
For the brainworm?
In different...
I think he's
just any kind of debate. But yes, as part of that, they will absolutely just nail him over
If it comes to the issues,
I don't think so. I think he's more competent as far as
the most well-spoken out of all of them by far.
Well, yeah, because he's both of them 20 years younger than both of them,
and
too.
also so they both got fucking dementia.
Yeah, they're both like
they're fucking
80 something, and Kennedy's at least 10 years younger. But
he's not that. I don't think so.
But
I think he is.
They'll rake him over the coals with his own words about the brainworm, where he said that he can't pay alimony because the worm that ate part of his brain left him unable to do any complex work.
But you're a politician.
And now he's-
If you
and now
listen to
he's-
all three of them talk, he's by far the most intelligent.
Until he gets pressed on anything. I've seen so
I don't-
many
I don't
interviews
think
with
so.
him where they push back and he just crumbles. Like they use his own words against him.
I
Trust
I
me
would
on
like
this.
you to send me that.
I think
I
it's-
could definitely find
I
a couple.
really like the guy. I don't agree with everything he says, but
all three of us can agree that fucking Marjorie is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
But dude, I showed you guys those pictures when she was younger. She was
Show me
fucking
those
hot back in the
pictures.
day.
Yeah.
She was hot back in the day.
Oh yeah.
AOC's not. She's dumb as fuck.
God, wasn't
she's
there
hot.
like a fucking serial killer in her area when she was growing up or something in the Green River? God,
Oh,
I don't know.
No,
the
which-
Green
which-
River killer in Georgia, was he? Like,
Marjorie?
I don't know.
she's from Georgia, but
Yeah.
was the Green River killer there? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
We could have.
I don't know.
Could have dodged that bullet. Son of a bitch.
And what about the fucking good old fucking hand job fucking senator?
Oh, Boebert?
Yeah.
She's not going to even gonna win re-election.
You can't tell me you wouldn't fucking take a tug job from that one
Oh yeah.
in a heartbeat.
A tug job, yeah. Her face bothers me. It's like all scrunched up. Like
It does.
It's like her mouth is constantly like just shrinking smaller and smaller
She's
until it's
constant,
gonna
it's like
yeah,
she's got
yeah.
a constant influx
But
of
you'd still
fucking
fuck her,
lemon
right?
juice in
from
her.
behind.
From behind. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair.
See, I'm not even saying you had to fuck her. I'm just saying tug job. You just get a fucking handy from her
That
during a basketball game or whatever it was she
During
was
a
at.
basketball. Yeah, she
it
was.
was a performance of the play Beetlejuice.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey,
hey,
you wanna
baby.
give me a blowjob?
I'm the ghost with the most, babe. Yes, you are.
So it wasn't even.
She's jerking him off.
It probably wasn't even that dark in there either, because for a stage
video
play,
fucking
yeah,
show.
and a stage play has to have fucking bright lights.
Yeah.
So
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did say he was the ghost with the most.
So she's with who? What state?
Colorado, but her district, because of reapportionment, got like she had to choose one district or another to run in. Her where she currently represents was not. She was deep underwater there, so she was okay. I'll run in this district, and she's not even going to get out of the primary there.
You know, if I was running for president, this is what I would go. This is my platform to get the young vote. It's a federally legalized marijuana.
Oh yeah, that would be.
I
like-
would fucking dude. Just on the young vote alone, I'd get elected. Not
Yeah.
shitting you. And you know, I don't smoke weed. You know that. I don't smoke it. I haven't smoked it for years. But there are way more pros than there are cons to it. And when the legalization of it comes, and it doesn't even, you know what, make it legal to smoke, but then people will be more apt to be able to use it medicinally.
without having to find a doctor that's willing to prescribe it.
Right. And like in North Dakota, apparently it's a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Doctors they more likely won't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a red fucking state. It's a conservative state, but whatever. That don't fucking matter. But that's the fucking where I would go.
Yeah. And I mean, they are rescheduling it right now, but that's all they can do without Congress
That's
actually
the
doing
DEA.
something.
Yes, they're rescheduling.
So they're in the
it.
process of rescheduling it to Class A or whatever. I don't know how the classes work, but
Right. Yeah.
still,
they just
shouldn't be illegal at all.
no. I don't believe it should be either. What I fucking hate is you get these people are like oh, it's just fucking weed. Okay, get it. Your state legalized it, recreational. Okay, cool. You're still, if you get pulled over and smoking it, and you're obviously impaired, you can still get a fucking DUI for it. And on top of it, technically, it's still federally illegal.
Yeah.
So if you go to court and you try to fucking say no, it's legal. The court, okay, fine. You want to play that fucking game? They'll fucking send it up to a federal fucking level, and you're fucked.
Yeah.
But That's the platform I would go on. I was telling him the platform, if I wanted to get elected president and I wanted the younger vote, is I would push to make marijuana legal, recreational, and that's where you're gonna get your fucking younger votes.
That's being done already, though.
No, they're changing the classification. The DEA is changing the classification.
Yeah.
That
Well, it
doesn't
has
make
been
legal.
changed. I think.
That doesn't make it legal. That just means that that just means is that if you get caught with it, that the penalty is going to be less than if it was something else.
Honestly, you want to go after the younger vote?
That's how you get it.
32 hours a week
Yeah.
jobs.
32-hour work
That's
week
it.
would be big.
That would get me.
That's fine. Do the 32-hour work week. That still doesn't mean that they have to pay you overtime after 32 hours.
I don't get
Well, they
overtime
would. They
anyway,
would still
so-
find a way to,
Well, another year, a lot of school districts are looking into the 4-day school week, Monday through Thursdays, or
It should be.
look at countries like Germany. You go till you're done. A friend of mine's has a daughter in Germany, and she graduated high school at 16, and not because she was a genius. I mean, she is very smart. I met her. She's a really nice girl. She is smart, but she graduated high school because they I think in between your school years, I think they give you like a week or two. So if you graduated, say you finish 6th grade, you go to 7th, they give you a week or two, and they don't give you fucking 3 months like you do here, right? So she graduated high school at 17 or 16, went to college, and I think she graduated college when she was 18 or 19.
I will say one thing for them is like that would be an easier transition into the workforce, just because you're already used to not having long 3-month vacations, but still I wouldn't want that here.
I don't,
I guess it doesn't.
I think my thing. I'm sick of the wars, man.
Yeah.
No more wars. I don't care if it's a proxy war or like. It's never gonna end. Like we're always gonna be involved.
As long as
Ukraine or
that shit is.
Iraq,
It's your wars.
Sorry.
Your wars are always going to be based on either politics or religion.
Yep.
And to finish them all, I think this is no shit. Take the Ukraine and take Russia. Find your baddest motherfucker and throw him in an MMA ring, and whoever wins.
Rocky situation.
Let's go with a boxing ring like Rocky.
yeah. And then go train up in the mountains and pull rocks and stuff.
But I have a
don't box at all.
But Usyk is the current world champion in boxing.
Fucking right, he is.
Right.
Thanks for
That was a great fucking
I lost a bet on Usyk, but okay. But I have a problem with the U.S. being involved with everything.
That's why
do you think we should or shouldn't be?
That's why any country outside of NATO hates us.
Yeah, we have
we're guard
Do
dog,
we
they call
really
it.
even this Ukraine shit? I don't know. I don't want to be in. I don't think we should be involved. I don't think we should be giving them money. I think we should just be like.
That's another thing. They shouldn't be getting the money.
I don't like Russia, but
they shouldn't
like
be.
Putin,
what was it? It was just reported in the last week or two that they said we'll give you these, but you can't. Don't be using it to, like missiles or something like that. They said but don't use them to
attack inside of Russia,
right?
Which they're even thinking about.
Why should
reversing that?
Why should we be involved? Do you really think Russia is gonna be like Hitler and fucking invade?
Well, that's the thing. You don't know.
They're already threatening Poland after.
I don't see that happening. If it does, then okay, let's get involved.
At what point so Putin's argument is that he wants to take back every piece of, get their borders to where they were from, what was it, like 1920s, before the 1920s, something like that. That's what he wants to do. He wants to bring back the motherland. Okay, where do they stop? Okay, so you got all your shit back that you said was yours. You also said that, okay, you know what, Ukraine, we'll let us bring you back into the motherland, but we'll let you govern yourself. That's a fucking blatant bullshit lie right there.
It is.
Once, if they were to say yes, and then once Putin got a chance, he's going to assassinate any person that had to do with any decision making in the Ukraine.
And that's also a problem because you could kill Putin, but it'd just be some other dickhead in charge that would do the same shit that he would do.
His fucking second in command is a
like, what do you do?
A general, and he has no. He said that he'd fucking launch like. He'd hit that fucking button and then he'd go back coloring in his fucking Barney comic book.
So what's the right answer? So that makes me think maybe we should be fighting him and shit, but
that's where
it's a lose-lose situation.
It's a NATO thing. It's a NATO thing. The United States shouldn't be, and NATO, and a lot of NATO fucking members said, don't. And the United States says, fuck it, we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Lucas, I would like your opinion on this.
Yeah, they need to continue to supply arms to Ukraine because it is an unjustified invasion of sovereign territory. And if you do not defend a country in those circumstances, especially against a rival or a geopolitical foe like Russia, you're only allowing them to get stronger because now they have the resources in Ukraine, which they control a lot of the world's grain supply. Like Ukraine is one of the world's largest producers of grain, and then there's the shipping routes through the Black Sea, I think.
Yep.
But if you don't help countries with defense against someone like that, then they're just going to keep moving and expanding, and eventually it's going to be too late.
But it's a never-ending war too. It's like this is never going to stop.
Yeah, it has to either.
So what do? You just fucking nuke Russia? Is that the end?
That'll if there was anything like that to happen, if there was a nuke, any type of nuke heading towards Russia, whoever launched it is going to have just as many coming back with them.
But the answer of us just like, oh, we'll give you this, we'll give you that, we'll give you money, we'll give you weapons. It's not solving the situation.
You do it in part so that even if they do win, you make them think twice about doing it again because of what it costs them to win. Because they couldn't just march in and take it like they thought. They thought it was going to be a 4-day thing. Now it's years later, so they're losing so many more lives than they thought, so much more money and resources. And
well, we've all seen the clips on the news or online about look at all the soldiers, Russian soldiers who are just like, we're done, we give up. Mm-hmm. They don't have they don't have ammo, they don't have food, they don't have nothing. I mean,
they don't believe in it.
No, but they're doing their fucking job because that's their orders. Right. That's just how that's how the military works.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but that's how things go. Just like a regular job. The only difference is your boss. So here in the military, your boss is the president. Mm-hmm. Obviously you have a chain of command like everybody else does, but there it's fucking even worse. I mean, any person that looked at Putin that had a little bit of power, looked at him sideways, was taken out.
Yep.
Look at what's his name that was in charge of the Wagner Group.
Yeah, the Prigozhin.
Yep, he dead. And all of a sudden now the Wagner Group
absorbed it into the Russian military.
And they,
is there any part of you guys that feels like we shouldn't be involved at all and just have them deal with that amongst themselves, even if Russia just fucking overtakes them?
Are
we okay with that? Which I mean, we're not. But does that?
My feelings on it is do I feel that we should help? Maybe financially, not as far as equipment goes. But on the other hand, is when if we keep helping them, it's just gonna be like World War II. We're gonna get dragged into it.
Yes, that's what I think. Which we want to avoid, right?
Yes, yeah, we want to avoid it.
Lucas,
I don't see it getting that far unless Russia would have to get real desperate. But
well, like you said, they're already talking about invading fucking Poland. But even though they said, "Oh, that's not our intentions," they're doing exactly what they did with the UK or Ukraine. They positioned fucking armaments and soldiers right at the fucking border, and they're starting to do that with Poland.
Yeah, but the reason that we won't get dragged into it by simply supporting them with weapons is because there was already just the invasion of Ukraine sparked huge, massive protests in Russia, which they eventually cracked down on and stopped it. But you let this
protests saying that
anti-war against Putin.
Okay.
You let this keep going, and as they keep losing people and ultimately getting weaker militarily, if they try to draw the U.S. into it, there's going to be an even greater like bounce back, and their troops are already very demoralized.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I get it.
I don't see it happening, but I'm no military expert.
Yeah,
so
no, and I totally I see where you're coming from, but we know what will happen if shit gets a little too. I mean, look at what happened in fucking China with Tiananmen Square. Mm-hmm. You know, they were protesting. The government rolled fucking tanks right up to that son of a bitch, started running people over, started fucking killing them.
If you ever meet a Chinese person visiting from China, like they're just a tourist, and you ask them what the Tiananmen Square massacre was, they literally don't know because it has been completely scrubbed from
their history.
Yeah.
We haven't. We can look it up.
Yeah, we've
got that.
I always thought that was a Vietnam thing.
This one was China.
thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. They're tired of communism. They're tired. They don't. Again, it's the same thing with Russia. They're tired of being told what they can't do. You know. You own a fucking business and you want to be rich. Okay, but we're gonna take fucking. You can run it, but we're gonna own it. And if you piss us off, we're gonna fucking yank your shit. You know, obviously that is a very, very, very simplified version of what happened. But they're tired of it, and the same thing would happen, I believe, with Russia. Like you said, would it piss off people where there be big fucking protests? I think it'd just be the Russian version of a Tiananmen Square. That's my feelings on it.
Possibly. And those scenarios tend to be what leads to like the military saying, no, we're not gonna kill our own people in this, you know, kind of a,
right.
If it was that big of a protest, that's what you ultimately want to happen, is for either the people to stand up to him and overthrow him, or the military to say like, no, this is out of hand.
Well, look at what China's doing. China's kind of doing the same fucking thing. They're slowly inching their way towards, Taiwan?
Taiwan, they want.
At the end of the day, should we get involved?
No.
Shouldn't we worry about our own shit?
I think
I mean,
so.
unless we're being threatened directly. Should we be involved?
So the United States, I believe, when it starts hurting certain imports and when there's embargoes and there's this and that, United States gets a little too pissed off about shit like that, and which in turn it happens right back. But like, so China owns, what is it? Is it 80% of all fucking that certain mineral, that metal that is used in computer chips?
I think Taiwan. I don't know. Taiwan makes like 80% of computer chips.
Right, but I think that the actual material is from China, and so the stuff that makes it is like 80%. Farmed or not farmed, but mined or whatever. I thought that's what I.
Yeah, I'm not
anyway.
sure.
So with that happening, they turn around and say, "Guess what? You're not getting none. You're not getting none. You're not getting none." Now the United States is sitting there like, that's going to put a huge fucking dent in just in our defense, just in our military. Because
I think right now they're actually looking in the U.S. They're going to build some big computer chip factory, like to start producing our own.
Yeah, but they have to get the material somewhere. I don't know if that's true. I know that they do have so much, and they're like, "Fuck you, you're not getting some." So whatever it is. Really quick,
I would say at the end of the day, I don't think we should be involved unless there's a world catastrophe involved.
Catastrophe.
Yes.
We have enough shit.
Yeah,
we have enough problems going on here. Do you guys read about those fucking, what was it? All those guns that were confiscated. It wasn't confiscated, excuse me. There was these bags, like these backpacks or something like that, that were fucking, they were left. They were abandoned at the Canadian border here in North Dakota. And they grabbed these bags, pull it. There was like 60 some fucking handguns.
Jesus, no, I didn't hear about that.
So there's that, and they're like, if that was abandoned there, how many made it through? You know?
Yeah.
So like I said, I mean, shit like that. We have our own fucking problems.
Yeah. Like, I can't get fucking laid anymore.
Yeah. Dudes keep
There's
turning
no more-
them down.
Where's all the hot chicks at?
Didn't you just get laid like last week?
Like, a month ago.
Oh, was it that long
That
ago?
wasn't,
I don't
we won't talk
Luca,
about that.
we're not gonna fuck here anymore.
Chick was fucking crazy.
yeah, that one.
Go to the northern.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that one either. So Lucas is living vicariously through you. You need to step
Yeah,
up
you
your
need
game.
to get out there, man.
You need to put yourself out there
I'm
more.
out there, man. I'm on the
You
Tinder.
need to put yourself out there. And
I'm on
by
the
out,
I'm at the
Grindr.
northern.
I mean, you need to put yourself out
out there.
there.
Yeah.
Who wants to fuck me?
Start your own glory hole. Just put your dick in the hole and
glory
be
hole.
like, hey, here it is.
Yeah. No, well,
Or just don't put it in the men's room.
it's tough out there.
It.
You don't know. You don't know.
Hey, brother.
You're
Hey,
married.
man,
You're married.
Yeah.
Happily married.
Happily married.
It is tough out
My
there.
beautiful bride.
Like, oh yeah, it's tough out there.
Our anniversary is actually in about 3 weeks. Actually, yeah.
Congratulations to you. Oh, look at this guy over here.
Close. Hey, it ain't my fault.
Oh, I'm married.
Hey,
First off, I don't want to hear him complaining because he had an opportunity on Wednesday that he just didn't take. So
Yeah, we don't want to
What happened?
we're not going to name names.
A mutual friend of ex-wife friend of ours reached out to me.
Ex-wife
and,
friend of ours. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it off the air.
Talk about it
air,
off
yeah.
air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know we are a little bit over, but I know there's quick takes. I know it's a fucking sore subject. Timberwolves. And go.
You know, if you told me at the beginning of the season that they would have made the Western Conference Finals, I'd be like, holy shit.
Especially
holy shit.
by sweeping the Suns and then beating the defending
Yeah,
champs.
beating. I'd be like,
Yep.
So it was. We always go back and forth. What's a good
Oh.
season? Like the Vikings. I'm like, if you don't win the championship,
Fuck your
then-
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Timberwolves is different because their expectations weren't the Western Conference
Yeah.
Finals.
See, that's and
But next season, I would be like, all right, let's fucking
Okay.
amp this shit.
so the 2 or 3 times that we've made the playoffs, the Raiders made the playoffs in the last say 10 years. They weren't expected to. So
When Derek Carr signed his contract, you're expected to go far.
he did it twice.
You're expected to go far.
Oh,
Where-
so is any fucking look at fucking.
When how far did he get?
Don't just blame it on Derek Carr because there's a ton of fucking quarterbacks who've done the same thing.
Sure.
Look at Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah. Don't
so
tell me about Kirk.
So the Timberwolves.
Yeah,
So first off, not that season. The Mavericks series, they sucked. Like we definitely we got some bad calls for sure, including one that
Game 2 they did.
it cost us the game.
Yep.
But other than that, they were in those games. They had no business even being in those games with how bad they were playing.
so
Yep.
before we're not gonna. You can't just say that it was only bad calls on just them.
No, it definitely goes both ways.
No,
It
they
does,
they
but I do
fuck themselves.
I do know what you're. Yeah, there was some that were just like, what the fuck were
There
you
was
thinking?
Yeah.
some
It's
momentum killers.
It's
and,
still an immature team.
yeah, but like it was that game 2 call. It 100% cost us the game. It went from
Which one was that again? I just got to remember. The
Kyrie fouled Conley, or was it McDaniels?
call. Oh, when the
McDaniels.
ball went out.
hits him on the arm.
Yes.
So the ball went out off McDaniels.
It would have
but
been
was fouled.
free throws for McDaniels, but
So,
instead
yes.
it was Mavericks ball.
Yeah.
Instead, they just so they called it Timberwolves ball because the ref saw that he got hit, and was just like, oh, I don't want to call that.
I'm not calling the foul. I'm going to
But
call it
I'll
out
give
of
the
bounds.
Wolves the ball.
Because of
So
stupid.
then the Mavericks challenged the play
Yep.
because it was out on McDaniels, and they can't call the foul in a
By
replay
rule,
review.
they
So it
couldn't.
went that. So
Yeah.
it went from should have been McDaniels shooting 2 free throws up to
To Kyrie
Going down
ended up
and-
shooting a 3. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Luka dropped that 3.
was that did
In
it
that
lead to the
scenario,
game?
I
Did it
don't
lead to
know.
the game winner? I don't remember
Yes.
if it was directly to the
It
game
was
winner.
either Luka
Luka
or
dropped
Kyrie.
that 3
Yeah, it was
from
the 3
fucking
on
like
Gobert.
In game 2.
from down near
yeah.
the paint. He dropped,
Yeah.
and it was fucking,
Luka is fucking awesome. The complaining to the refs.
He's a bitch.
He is a fucking bitch.
But let's just say that every game. They were close games except for the
Yeah.
The last
game
one
5,
wasn't,
again,
though.
except for game 5.
Yeah.
Correct.
Your Timberwolves had a chance, and yes, game 2 was fucking ridiculous. Didn't they say that in college and in the WNBA that the rule that's not
Yeah,
the
in
rule?
the WNBA, they
and
It
college?
would, yeah.
Yeah,
They
no.
would, it would have been a different
Yep.
scenario.
Yes.
Yep.
they can't call the foul, but they will still give possession to the team,
Correct.
acknowledging that
Correct.
they should have been.
Yeah.
So I
a foul.
wonder if that's something that's going to change.
I bet it changes.
I
this
bet it
year.
does, yeah.
Yeah,
But
because that
that's-
was if that was the case, we'd be looking at game 6
Yeah.
instead of game 5.
Yep,
Correct.
we'd still have a shot.
Correct.
Right.
And that can
At the end
totally
of the day,
they didn't play well.
they
Last
did not
night
play
was.
well. Oh, it was.
I hate to say it because I know you guys are huge fans, and I'm not a huge fan of basketball, but I'm learning. But last night was it's like they
it
fucking
was
gave up.
embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, look what they.
But
fucking
Luka
40
was on.
He was-
fire.
yeah.
45
He,
points. They beat the
He was
fucking
just fucking.
Like if not,
game 6.
Yeah.
Game 6. They beat fucking
yeah,
45
well, they beat
points.
Denver by 45. That's what we needed. More
Yep.
than that.
Yep.
and,
So
and then Luka he just couldn't miss.
he couldn't. Yeah, he was.
That first
he was
fucking
on
half,
one,
he
yeah.
just.
Yep.
He could have went up in the stands and shot it. Somehow it was going in.
Which is the Timberwolves' way. There's always, even in the regular season, there's always that one guy that just fucking
kills you.
lights them up.
Yeah, if when they lose a game, a lot of times it's because and for the Wolves, it's a lot of times just some random dude that never goes off against anyone
Yep.
else. And against the Wolves,
Yep.
Here's 30 points
Which
from this bench
brings
player.
me to another topic. I don't know how much time we have.
Oh, we got
here.
lots of time. We never- we
fuck
do whatever
it.
the fuck we
Nobody
want.
listens to this shit. Luck. Is it a real thing or is it
Yes.
not? It seems like luck.
I think
if
on
it is
some
a real
level it
thing,
has to be.
explain it to me. Why is it real?
Why is it real? because you see
why
it.
is luck a real thing? What is
Well,
luck?
I think luck is all it is just. I don't think it's anything that anyone is
Is it-
endowed
is it a
with
supernatural
better luck.
thing?
No, I think it's just
It's
something that we.
It's mathematical.
Yeah, we just have essentially labeled strings of improbable things happening, together.
Then why
It's
does it always
bumps.
happen to the same people or entity over and over
Maybe we're
and
just
over again?
Maybe we're just right now in some insanely long. Well, I think it's.
Why doesn't bad luck happen to Michael Jordan, LeBron James?
I think
Or-
when it comes to other teams, they have ways to mitigate some of those like long strings of improbable things. In that,
So you can manipulate luck?
in that you are a more attractive destination for players to want to play, and so you get better players who are less likely to make mistakes, so you're less likely to have.
If LeBron James and all the best players in the NBA right now would play for the Timberwolves, would we?
We would win. We would win. Because we would now have the players to mitigate those sort of long strings.
The
of,
bad luck.
Yeah. So I'm just going to say it right now. Get ready for it. In the shocker of all shockers, LeBron James to the Timberwolves.
The signs for the Wolves.
He's going to, in a trade
Yeah,
for Towns.
for Jason.
No, think about that. If they trade Towns to the Lakers, LeBron would fit. He would fit that role better than Towns does.
He's a free agent right now.
Man.
Yeah. I think. Is he a restricted free agent or just a complete
he's gonna
free
sign
agent?
with
They said he was just free agent. I think
It'll
he's
be
going
a
to sign
and trade.
I think he'll resign. He's going to resign the Lakers because that's where.
Do you believe in luck?
I do. I got a buddy of mine who has to be one of the luckiest sons of bitches I've ever met.
Did I tell you guys about this TikTok I saw with the lightning strike? I told you about this last week. Guy got struck by lightning at least 7 times in his life. I don't know how he died, but the guy died. They buried him. Even after he fucking died, there are scorch marks on his tombstone.
That's bad luck.
Well,
explain that to me.
I would bet that he had some kind of a genetic thing
I thought too.
That led to more.
Maybe
there was something inside of him that just
shit.
attracted lightning.
Yeah, it led to something caused his body to have less resistance, or his bones to have less resistance, and so that created
so fucked up
a more likely path.
I have this buddy of mine who gambling. I used to play deal blackjack to this guy, and he always won. This guy fucking pull tabs always win.
Yep.
Drawings I've watched this guy's won fucking trips to Vegas, and he's won fucking big this and big. The guy is one of the luckiest sons of bitches I've ever met. The guy fucking the chances are that he's gonna win, say not the lottery, but a lottery. Say you got 1,000 fucking people's names in a fucking bucket or something for say a car. There's a good chance that if he doesn't win on the first pull, that son of a bitch, and that person wasn't around, he'd win the second pull. That's just how he is. He wins. Go to Vegas. Hey, can I get an upgrade to first fucking class? You know what? Somebody just canceled. Yes, you can, and it'd be him.
By the way,
How about he get to Vegas? We got a regular room. Hey, can we? What are the chances we get fucking upgraded to a suite? Sure, we had somebody. You're the only person. Fuck yeah, we'll put you in a suite. That's how this fucking guy is. He always wins shit. Oh yeah, he's just one of the luckiest sons of bitches, and that's. I mean, there's some people that are have horrible. If it wasn't for bad luck,
supernatural behind luck.
If it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. That's how I think about it. So, anyway, gentlemen, we are. It's a normal. This is the length of an episode we used to do, about an hour and a half.
Yep.
So we're at an hour 26 minutes, and I think we kind of. Hit everything we wanted to chat about this week.
Yeah.
So, Justin, do you have anything you'd like our listeners to...
You guys want to go to the strip club?
Our listeners?
Yeah.
That guy from Germany, I don't know if he can get here in time, but, he probably would.
Let's go to the strip club. That's all I got to say.
Maybe if I was drinking.
And, Lucas, you have anything to say?
Yeah, fuck Putin.
Fuck Putin.
You know what? And I'll put this out for you guys. Fuck the Mavs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that. I got your guys' back on that
Fuck
one.
Luka.
Hey, Luka, stop.
Crybaby.
Stop being such a fucking crybaby bitch, and you'll have a couple more fans.
Oh yeah, and listen to us where YouTube and Spotify, places like that.
Yep.
All right, and fuck you, Luka.